Good morning, Jacob. Here's a little bit of help from that practice test over exponents. This is questions numbers 1 and 2 from the test. So we're trying to get number 1 into scientific notation, and we're trying to get number 2 into standard notation. So let's start with number 1. We're trying to go to scientific notation, meaning we want something that looks like number 2. We want a decimal, or a single digit decimal, I should say, with 10 to the something power. And looking at my number, I have a decimal that's smaller than 1. So I know that to get to to scientific notation, I'm going to have a negative exponent because my number is smaller than 1. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to look at my last 3 numbers because if you remember, zeros are considered non-significant figures. We really don't care so much about the zeros other than as placeholders or ways to tell us how many or what our number is going to be in our exponent. So I'm not going to look at any of these zeros. I'm going to go look at these last 3 numbers here. So I have a 4, a 5, and a 1, and we want a single digit followed by a decimal. So my first number is going to be 4.51 times 10 to the something, and this is what we need to figure out. We need to figure out how many places to the right are we moving our decimal. So we're going to start at the decimal and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I moved 11 spots over from my decimal to put my new decimal in. So your new in scientific notation, your number is 4.51 times 10 to the negative 11th. Now we're starting with scientific notation and we need to get something that looks like this. But looking at my exponent, it's a positive number, so I know that this number is going to get larger rather than smaller. So I'm going to start with the numbers that I have, 5, 6, 7, 8. And right now my decimal is here between the 5 and the 6, and I need to go 14 spaces over. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is my final number. It's extremely large, so we need to add our commas in after every 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, basically. So we're looking at 506 quintillion, 800 800 quadrillion there. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should have 11 zeros after your final number.